but yeah, it was the same thing. Everybody, it was just a lot of like, you know, and that's just like like we are there. We are the ones that have control of the vibe of the jam. And if we're going to complain about how it's becoming a sport, and then when you're there, you just fall into the atmosphere of it to feel like a sport.
Now, how important is it that we pass down the legacy of breaking to the next generation?
Man, it's number one, bro, especially in a time like right now, right? In the past few years, things have been, you know, just with things have been being exposed. The community, the country is being exposed for the things that it has wrong with it, right? And hip hop in general is one of its like beacons, because it's a black culture. It's created by a black culture. It's worldwide. You know what I mean? It expands beyond just the United States, but it was created in the United States. Like, right. It's no other culture can you say has had that power, right? Has had the proof to show it, that it influences everyone across the globe. You know, the first time I was in Korea, bro, and just seeing the hip hop in windows and advertisements, the way they dress, the 60-year-old grandmas and all Adidas suits and Puma tracksuits, and all this, like, it's mind blowing, bro, that it can connect from the little borough, you know what I mean? And 50 years later, it's impacting so many people around the world, right? So to me, the kids, and they need to understand the power that's within that, right? So I feel like passing down the legacy and the understanding of the struggles that this had to come from to create the diamond that it is, right? Is so important. But people like we teach a lot of little white kids here, you know, because they think breaking is this one thing. But when they come in, it's up to us to be able to show them, like, yeah, look, you think this is just a dance, but there is so much more to it. And the ways and reasons that it has expanded as globally as it has is because of where it came from, you know? And so for the kids to understand that is knowing that they have that power too, because this is also a culture that's created by 14, 15, 16-year-olds. You know that the kids have that power to be revolutionary within something that is already so revolutionary is like so important. It's so important, man, because not only do we want to preach that confidence and that be yourself, that self-expression, but like the fact that you can find a voice within something that already has created a global phenomenon. You know what I mean? Like no other culture has done that, you know, but here in America, it's important that people know that that's where it is, but it's a black culture. It's like, it's not a white culture. This isn't something that was like created and colonized over country to country, year to year. This is something that through organically has just become this uplifting vibe that reaches everyone, and there's no denying it. So people need to know where that comes from so they can understand it from the get, you know? And so I feel like to teach that through the dance of breaking is easy, because for me, it's easy to break down the lessons that you learned through breaking and then correlate it to what's going on now, you know, or what they're learning. So I feel like it's all about, that's exactly what it's about, is passing that down through the tools that we feel most comfortable passing that understanding down through. And for me, that's breaking. So I feel like that's that's why it's so important to pass that all down, man.
Well, there it is.
There it is.
Bboy Seoul. Naptown Seoul.
My guy.
616 Technique.
Yes,
representing Grand Rapids and now Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
Man, thank you so much for the time, man. It's been a dope conversation, you know. We didn't get to talk as much when we actually met. It was just like real quick. But I believe that this was really dope, you know. A lot of jewels dropped. I think there's gonna be some people you're gonna inspire with like not just the dance schools, but the leagues and so on and so forth, and just to kind of to get out there and try to build in their community, you know.
Yeah.
Every time, and I'm not gonna get on the soapbox, don't worry. But every time, like I'm like, man, I don't know, will it work? Could it work again? You know, or is that window just closed? I end up in a conversation with a guy like you, and I'm like, nah, that window's not closed. I need to get out there, throw your hat in the ring,
Mhm.
Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So
people like you that have been through the fire already that need to help show the way, you know.
no
And
doubt, man.
like I said, that's why this kind of stuff, this journalism that you're doing, the podcast that you're doing, stuff like that is so important, because we all go through, like, we're all dancers, you know, we all go through it. We all go through these situations. A lot of people don't want to admit it. A lot of people have their own, you know, demons and ghosts in their past or whatever. But when you are able to publicly like just hear the way that other people have gone through it, or like figures that you're interested in, like for me personally, bro, listening to some of your podcasts, like I was hella interested in the one with Rainin. You know, I was like, obviously I was hella interested in the one with Strings and like some of the Midwest cats, but like to hear like Ben Stax' side, to hear, you know, Anton's side, like it's that kind of stuff. These are people that I've known, that I've talked with, but I haven't got to hear a full story like that. And those are really inspirational things to me too. And I know a lot of us all feel that way, whether you're going to listen to stuff like this in your home where nobody else hears it. It's so like, you know, or whatever, like we learn all so differently, but because of like people like yourself that are forward thinking and are saying like, hey, we need to document this. Plus we learn from our mistakes, because hip hop is like, it's the biggest culture, but it's like the least documented culture that we got.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this is so important, man. Like, so I just I'm thankful to be a part of it. I appreciate everything that you got going and everything that you're doing, man, because it's about connecting all of these like minds. And like you said, as more people get behind this kind of stuff, it just shows that there's no stopping. There's no stopping any of us, bro.
No doubt, man. Again, thank you so much. I know you got probably like a lot of things you got to get done today. Got a school to run, a business to grow.
Sure.
But I do want to leave you in our traditional words of peace.
Peace, bro. Thank you.
No doubt, man. We'll talk more, man, for sure.
For sure. It was my pleasure, man. Yeah, let's definitely talk and try to make some of this stuff happen. One, obviously, like whenever you come to Detroit, let me know. But
No doubt.
two, man, you know, whenever you got jams going on down there, Arizona is a state that me and my lady, we were always talking about, like, all right, we got to go down there. And I got some friends down in Phoenix too, so I'm trying to make my way down that way, man. Now that things are open and we're trying to make some moves again. So.
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Also, feel free to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Beyond the Cypher. Let us know how we're doing in the comment section. And to make sure you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace. Until the next episode.